There's one of our young gentlemen in the studio who actually was at the program on Saturday. We sent him there to go and see what's happening together with the team, and he's seated here with us. Kemi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Afternoon. I'm doing very, very, very great.
Fantastic. We saw you at the program together with your other colleagues. We just want to understand from you, just quickly before Yabwedu and Bright joins us, what happened on Saturday? What will be your general assessment? You were there.
Right.
What will be your general assessment of the program?
First of all, I would just say congratulations to Shatta for pulling that kind of audience to the Independence Square. I don't think even Sit Match we are able to pull such an audience. But then again, I think that for what happened there was that every year in, year out, this conversation comes up. Crowd management is a big problem because when I got there, it looked like everything looked okay. They had done cages around
the
barricades to hold the fans together, put them together. They gave slots for stands and everything. But even before the main deal started, things turned up so badly.
When you say things turn up so badly, what exactly happened?
So I think the fans broke the barricades. I think the military and co started trying to, pepper spray the environment so people could go back. And then it took a different turn.
Okay.
Now a space for media now turned to a crowd B where the media personnel, we couldn't even find the media personnel to do the kind of work they had to do. And I also say that the security that were there were not, I think they forgot themselves and rather were enjoying the program. They came in for self-interest because a slot for media B, then you find girls in the B taking snaps, filling the place up. So if I'm a fan and I'm in the crowd and I come and say that, oh, I see a girl in the yard, what shows that I should also be there? So I'll do everything possible to be in that slot. But if they realize that, okay, that slot was solely for media guys, I don't think anybody would be triggered to break through, you get. So I felt like crowd management was very, very poor. The stage was so crowded. Pepper spray was in the environment. People couldn't do the kind of work they had to do. And it was just a chaos. That even, I think, Amrado's performance, he had to even stop and say, oh, I beg, who sprayed the pepper spray? It was that bad.
I could understand you, and I could cut some slack for the security person. Really, the kind of numbers that put up, it would take a lot to be able to control that because you're looking at so those from the back. If you go for events like those from the back, are usually the ones trying to push. So sometimes you hear them pull, they are pushing those. So everybody's trying to be okay in that small space, and then the bridges or the breach. That's the word. The breach the perimeters where they are not supposed to. But again, we've talked about security. Yes, the other I spoke to Richard Kumado. He's a security consultant, and he mentioned that when you're going out for an event like this, you know what it could be. Looking at the number of people who will turn out for that event, and so you also have to be very careful. Very, very careful about it. But in terms of the numbers, we saw, of course, Augustus gave us the drone shots of all of that. But I mean, really, when you spoke to some of the fans, what were their reactions?
I think that the fans were just excited to be there, and what was in their mind was just about the enjoyment they are coming to have. But then again, I feel like the Shatta team were, for lack of better word, let me use the word selfish, in the sense that in as much as you are trying to serve the people what a source of entertainment, you should also be mindful of their well-being, how safe they are going to be. On Monday, I heard on Newsnight where the security expert was saying that if you are going for such event, your security is your priority. But then again, you should be mindful. I saw men were in crutches. I saw younger children below the ages of 10, which I feel like at the right entrance of the Independence Act, they could have said that, okay, we are checking all these things before you enter. The fact that it's free, there should have still been boundaries. That, okay, right now, in case of this where Ghana, we are not able to handle crowd crisis well. So what are you going to do to the disabled person who showed up? What are you going to do to the children who showed up? There were instances where people started collapsing, that they had to pass them on the stage because they couldn't use the normal exits. The security that were there, if they've designated the site for exits, the bodyguards themselves break other parts of this thing just because they want to get out. Teaching the audience how to break through.
Okay. So those are some of the thoughts from Kemi, who was there on Saturday. Of course, for the physically challenged and the underaged, I don't know how that works, but since it's free,
Everyone wanted to be there.
Yeah, people wanted to be there. But Kemi, thank you very much. So for now, we're going to take